Today we're going to review the COVID-19 vaccine clinic end user template with the 1.6 updated version of these new features. In this first panel, we have our patient search. You can search by demographic details like last name, first name, date of birth, person number, or even medical record number. There's also options to search with patients only with appointments, showing kept appointments, review of that appointment date, or even appointment resources. If the patient you're looking for is not found via one of those filters, use this new patient button to input demographic details into your system. I've searched for a patient for us and highlighted them from the grid here. The selected patient shows below. Then we can move down to the CDC Checklist panel. In this panel, there is an all normal button to allow for easy documentation of that pre-vaccination CDC checklist for us. I can then select any yeses or unknowns if applicable for this patient. If not, I can then move down to the vaccine administration panel. Now that I'm in the vaccine administration panel, I can review any patient allergies, if there are any in the system, as well as any previous documented COVID-19 vaccinations. For the patient that we have selected, we have neither any allergies or COVID-19 vaccinations, so this is their first dose of a vaccine. Moving down to the immunization details section, I can then select if this is a VFC or a non-VFC. As this is an adult, I will keep it as a non-VFC selection for us. In the lot number field, clicking in this field will then populate a vaccine inventory pick list for us. I can select the appropriate vaccine that I'm given. For our patient today, I'll go ahead and select our Pfizer vaccine. Highlighting it from here, I can then click OK, and details will then fall into all the applicable fields for us. I'll then review all the appropriate fields, make sure everything looks appropriate for the vaccine that I'm administering, come into this site field and administer my appropriate site if applicable. I choose the administration site, click OK. Anything else in red I'll review, and all the other details I'll also review as well. So for example, my vaccine priority is enabled for me, so I will select in this field and choose the appropriate COVID-19 vaccine priority for my patient. In the administration details section, there is a comments or notes section. I do have a My Phrases available to me, where I have input a monitor and no reaction summary for myself. By applying this My Phrase, I can then say for this applicable patient, I monitored them for 15 minutes post-administration, and they did not have any adverse reactions. After this, I can say that I can save and add new, or even save and close. Saving and closing will save and close my template for me, but if I save and add new, it will bring up the option for me to confirm an appointment location and resource as well as event for the next dose of this patient. So I can see there's more than one location, resource, and event available to me. I can select the appropriate one for my patient, and then those next available appointments will display for me. I can confirm when my patient can come back for that second dose by highlighting in the section here and then clicking OK. My patient is now scheduled for that second dose to come back, and then also I can now continue adding for additional vaccines for patients who continue to come in. In the vaccine administration log panel below, I can review the vaccine dates and the current location of the applicable patients that have come in. I can review all the details that have been entered for those patients. I can also add additional order tracking and comments. Those same My Phrases that were available in the comments and notes section above are available here in the My Phrases for order tracking and comments. I can then highlight my phrases that I set up by clicking OK and adding those same comments that will then be attached to the vaccine in the orders module. By selecting that, I can then click Add Comments, and it will then be attached to that patient and continue going forward and adding additional vaccines for patients who continue to come in. Clicking the Save and Close will also save and close this template. If I'm ready to continue adding for another patient, I can then scroll up to the top, use my patient search, and continue searching and administering vaccines. Those are all the updates that have been completed on the end user side for the 1.6 version of the COVID-19 template.